Hello everyone, it's now Sunday the 22nd of December, nearly there, nearly at the end of all these Advent videos. I've got my Santa jumper on today. It's a nice hood, keeps me warm, and built-in beard, look. And a belt that says Santa! Hoo, 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 hoo. There we go. That's the jumper out the way. Let's crack on and get these advent calendars opened. Well, it looks like the end of a very lively party here for the Lego minifigures. Most of them are lying down, some of them face down. What has been going on in my absence? What have you been up to? What a mess. Never mind. It's time to open door number 22, isn't it? Which I can just spot just here. I'm wondering if it's the fireplace, and we haven't had a visit from Santa yet. I think he's the final minifigure. He could possibly be revealed on Christmas Eve. That's my guess anyway. But for today, let's have a look what is behind door 22. Oh yes, it is. It is the fire. I think that's the fireplace. Yes. Certainly looks like it. Well, it will look like it as soon as I've assembled all these parts. There we go. I've created a little living room scene with the new fireplace there. And there were no extra bits today. No spare parts with the fireplace. So we've got the fire burning there in the grate, the grandfather clock quietly ticking in the background, the lady on her rocking chair reading her book, enjoying a mug of cocoa or a glass of eggnog and a cookie. And we've got the little table lamp creating a nice little warming glow. And just out of shot, I don't know if we can see it, it's just behind there, look. We've got the Christmas tree with some presents underneath. So only 2 more Lego parts to reveal, and one of them, spoiler alert, will definitely be Santa, but I'm not sure if he's going to appear tomorrow or Christmas Eve. You'll have to tune in to find out. Well, after today, I'll only be opening the Yankee Candle calendar 2 more times. So, we need to find the 22nd. I think it could be a votive candle today. Or is it? No, I'm not sure. I can't remember. What was yesterday? I think yesterday's was a tea light. So, yes. There's number 22. And yes, it is a big one, so it will be a votive candle. Still smells very nice considering most of the candles have been removed. Here we go. Now this one is called All Is Bright. So let's give that a sniff. That's quite strong, and again I wouldn't call that, it's seems a bit floral. I wouldn't call that sort of definitely Christmassy. I prefer the more traditional Christmas scents, you know, the cinnamon, the pine, but this one, yeah, it's a floral. I can't describe what sort of flower it is, but it's definitely a floral, and you could burn that any time of the year. That's not specifically, to my nose anyway, not specifically a winter or a Christmas scent. Okay, well, I'll pop that with the others and burn that another day, and look forward to seeing what we're going to get behind tomorrow's window in the Yankee Candle Advent Calendar. My pulse starts to race every time I pick up this RC helicopter. It's so stressful. Well, some of the building I've had to do with this assembly has been a little bit stressful, but I think I'm over the worst. All those stickers were such a pain, but I'm hoping that today we're not going to have much to do. So 22nd. There it is. Let's hold it up to the light. I don't know how big that window is. Let's have a look what's behind this door here. Oh, I think it's a big one. It certainly is. Oh! Well, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know it came with that. I thought that was just an illustration on the box. This is what I'm talking about. It's the helipad. So, where's my scissors? I've lost them. Let's try and get this removed from the packaging. Might have to be assembled like a jigsaw, I think, this. I can just spot my scissors. Just hold on. No point in struggling, is there? And I can just snip, snip, snip. Well, that is a surprise, because I didn't know it had this with it. So at least we've got somewhere to take off from, and hopefully somewhere to land if I don't have a crash landing. Ooh, it's probably quite big. Well, I'll put all this together, hopefully, and then I'll pop the helicopter on it, so we're almost ready to take flight. Okay, let's reveal the instructions. I just think it'll just show us the assembled helipad, I'm assuming. Oh dear. Yes. So basically, it's like a little jigsaw puzzle. We've got to build all the parts to create the helipad for the helicopter to land and to take off from. There we go, there's the helipad, and here comes the helicopter to land on it. So this is where I'm going to start Christmas Eve. Well, once I've opened up the window of Christmas Eve, which I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we should have all the parts in 2 days' time. We should be able to take flight. That will be interesting to see, won't it? See if it actually works. Has it been worth 24 days of assembling this helicopter for it to fail? Fingers crossed this will actually take off. Well, there are only 3 more places to visit in the British Isles at Christmas, including today's place of interest, which is down in the south of England, the southeast of England, but for some reason it's in the sea. And I know for a fact that this building that I'm about to slot in there isn't actually in the middle of the sea. It's in a place called Brighton. And this building here is the Brighton Pavilion, somewhere I have been to. Brighton isn't that far from East Grinstead, where I used to live in West Sussex, and Mark and I actually went to Brighton not that long ago. A couple of years ago we had a day trip to Brighton when we were staying in East Grinstead. Okay, let's read all about the Brighton Pavilion. Started in 1787, the pavilion was built in 3 stages to create a seaside retreat for George, Prince of Wales, who became the Prince Regent in 1811. During the First World War, the pavilion, along with other sites in Brighton, was transformed into a military hospital. And speaking of transforming buildings into different purposes during wars, and this won't interest a lot of you, but it might interest some of you who follow my main channel, Ibasic. But I know for a fact that the Hoover Building, the famous Hoover Building in Perivale, Middlesex, which is in Greater London, during the war, they stopped making vacuum cleaners and made parts. I think they made parachutes and other things for the war effort. And I believe that the whole roof of that Art Deco building was sort of flooded to make it look like a lake. It was camouflaged. So fortunately, no bombs landed on that building, that wonderful Art Deco building in London, which is now converted into flats, I believe, with a supermarket behind. So that's the British Isles at Christmas. Only 2 more places to visit. I hope you've enjoyed visiting these places with me. I've certainly enjoyed it, and I've certainly learnt a few things that I didn't know, even though I live here. A few of the facts that I've been reading out were new to me, so it's been educational as well as fun. Well, we'll finish off with the vegan chocolate calendar. There it is, door number 22. Ooh, there's a lot to read here. In 1867, A Christmas Carol moved one industrialist to close his factory on Christmas Day and give all the staff a turkey. Well, because of course, people didn't always get Christmas Day off, did they? But most people, not everyone, some people still have to work Christmas Day, don't they? We've got another penguin. And again, at the time of filming this, I haven't had my lunch yet, so I will save that for later. We've seen the penguin before a few times, haven't we? Just 2 more to reveal. I wonder if there's going to be anything extra special on Christmas Eve. Well, that's the end of today's video. Thanks very much for watching. Please join me tomorrow, same time, same place, when I'll be opening the penultimate window on all my 5 advent calendars. So until then, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.